So you feel awkward on camera. Great, you are now officially more relatable than half the internet. Today I want to flip the script on what stops so many people from showing up on the internet. You know, the uncomfortable, fumbly, I'm not sure what to do with my hands, I'm not sure where to look. Am I looking at the little green dot? Am I looking at myself, which means I'm not looking at the person who's watching me? All that stuff. The good news is that you don't have to hide it, you don't have to fix it. In fact, you can use it. Let's talk about how your awkwardness can actually be your on-camera superpower. First, let's talk about the myth of camera confidence. Now, I'm not saying that we don't want to have on-camera confidence. What I am saying is that most plus people don't start with on-camera confidence. And the whole point is, if you don't get started, if you want to start on YouTube, and if you don't start because you are busy worrying about your awkwardness and your lack of on-camera screen presence and just being comfortable with yourself and just being used to the whole thing, if you don't start out being awkward, letting yourself be awkward, giving yourself permission to be awkward, and just getting going, you're not going to get to the next step. So, idea number one, we've been sold this idea that to be on YouTube, you must be slick and perfect and polished and have this amazing, charismatic, on-screen presence, confidence, rah-de-rah-de-rah from the get-go. Kind of like being perfect at the beginning. And have you ever seen a perfect beginner? Because the point is that most people don't connect with perfect, they connect with real. When you're a little awkward, a little uncertain, you come across as human, approachable, like someone people can trust. So I'm going to ask you, do you follow or have you ever followed anyone on YouTube who has just had a natural awkwardness? They haven't had a lot of experience in front of the camera, but did you care? Or I'll flip that around. Did you actually care about the fact that they were extremely relatable and you thought, you know, I'm going to give this person my time. There was just something about that person, the way they related, and they weren't trying to put on an act or trying to be charismatic or be something that they weren't. Have you ever followed, or do you follow right now anyone like that? And sometimes it might even be hard to put your finger on exactly why you like them. You might be thinking, I know I like this person, but I'm not exactly sure why. They were just real. The chances are they weren't hiding their awkward moments. Number two, embrace it, don't hide it. Yeah, baby, we're talking about awkwardness today. So what does that look like? It can look like you fumbled your words. Well, congratulations. Everyone is fumbling their words on the internet. So you just say, whoops, repeat it, and get on with it, just like that. So you find yourself staring off into space, forgetting what to say. Well, congratulations. We're all doing that. 99.99% of people on the internet are fumbling their words, forgetting what to say next, and staring off into space. And a lot of them are using things like teleprompters, or they're just pros, you know, and we know who the pros are. But instead of feeling embarrassed about it, just call it out. Maybe even make a dad joke and say, I think the train has just left the station. Or you're wildly overthinking your face, your hands, the words that you're going to say next, your voice. How does your voice sound? That's when you literally say, I've got no idea what to do with my hands right now. Just like that. Say those words. Spit those words out. I've got no idea what to do with my hands right now. That self-awareness is actually disarming and it's charming. And it gives your audience the permission to relax too. Who doesn't love listening to a relaxed person? You can actually hear it in people's voices when they just aren't trying to disguise anything in their voice. They're just letting their voice come out the way it comes out. And we receive their message, we can hear their message, and yeah, I love it. I love it when I can just relax. And that self-awareness, when you call out your mistakes, is actually quite disarming and it's charming. They probably don't mind us being empathetic and just seeing where they're at. Because guess what? When you start a YouTube channel, guess what you're doing? You are building in public, baby. That's right. You're not building in private, you're building in public, which is okay. That's really okay. Welcome to YouTube. Number 3 is awkwardness is authentic. In this world of AI-generated scripts and filters and curated personal brands, awkwardness stands out in a good way because it comes across non-performative. Awkwardness is a little crack in the performance, isn't it? It's letting people see your vulnerability, and showing your vulnerability is extremely relatable. It's an amazing way to connect and to grow an audience because everyone is vulnerable. Everyone has got vulnerabilities. And by you showing up and sharing your message and just forgetting about being awkward, because that's your superpower, right? Forget about being awkward, get on with your message, get that first video posted, your second, your third, and then one day you'll be at your 5th and your 10th, and on and on and on. And that is how you're going to get better and better and better. But if you start off the way that you intend to continue, then your audience will keep getting who they've always got. And that is a real person, not afraid just to show up and be themselves. Mistakes and all. And when people see you, they're more likely to trust you, to root for you, and to stick around. Being awkward isn't a sign that you're doing it wrong. It's a sign that you're doing things your way. And when you start out letting people see who you are from the get-go, you are all upside, baby. The good news is that you are never going to be worse than what you are when you first start presenting, talking on camera. Okay, you're never going to be worse than that. You are just all upside. You're going to get more and more relaxed. So a lot of this is just about being comfortable with starting out exactly where you are and knowing that that's okay. Number 4, how to use your awkwardness on purpose. Here's how you lean into it. Number 1, name it out loud. You don't have to pretend to be confident. Just call it out and just say, this feels awkward, but I'm doing it anyway. Number 2, use it as humor. People love dry, honest, slightly weird energy. They do. Number 3, build it into your style. Maybe you always start a little unsure. Make it your thing and warm up as you go. Like really own it and make it a thing. Number 4, let it be part of your story. When I started, I had no idea what I was doing, and I feel more comfortable now. People will love that. That is so relatable, let alone the fact that you will help so many more people than you can ever imagine just by fronting it and doing it anyway. You're awkward, but you're here. You're pressing record. You're doing the business out there on those streets. Like, that's it. We're here to get the business done. You've got something to say. You're never going to be able to say it if you let your awkwardness be an obstacle rather than your superpower. So you don't need to try to perform confidence. You just need to show up, and you need to show up where you're at and own it, embrace it, call it out, name it, and just get on with it. So yes, you might feel awkward on camera. Will you always be awkward on camera? You won't always be awkward on camera, but I cannot recommend highly enough to you to not let that be an obstacle, to use it. And in all honesty, It is so endearing. Awkwardness is so endearing. Letting yourself be yourself means that you're not performing. And when you're not performing, people can see that you are a real human being and probably someone that they want to hang out with and spend their valuable currency of time on watching on YouTube and getting to know you, and then vice versa, you'll be getting to know them. So let yourself be awkward. Are you always going to be awkward on camera? No, you're not always going to be awkward on camera. That is just a repetition game. It's quantity. The more videos that you make, the less awkward that you will be. So what I would say is choose to enjoy it, embrace it, own it, and call it out, have fun with it, name it, and just get on with being you. You're not hiding or trying to pretend to be someone else or trying to do those symptoms of confidence, which is really outward displays of the appearance of confidence, like sitting up straight and the looking people in the eye and the firm handshake and all of those things. Those are all symptoms of confidence. So a truly confident person will just start making videos when they're crap at making videos, because we are all crap at making videos when we start making videos, because how else are we going to start to learn to make videos? Think about kids riding a bike. You've got the trainer wheels. Are they going to be able to be good at riding a bike without trainer wheels or someone walking along beside them, helping them like keep their balance? Enjoy it while you've got it. Own it. I think you'll be surprised at how much people find it endearing, because I know that some of the creators who say things like, "Oh, I'm just still awkward and I'm really shy and I'm really this," and I'm like, actually, that's one of the things that we appreciate about you. So don't rush to change that. I really feel like that about any of the creators that I watch who talk about their awkwardness and being maybe a little bit shy on camera. I literally just think, I truly think don't change, because I love it. It's just them. It's just who they are. And they are likely to get less awkward and all those kinds of things, but I'm not in a hurry for that to happen. I'm not going to stop watching them because of who they are. And to sum up, in a world where so many people are afraid to not show up unless they're perfect, if you show up imperfect, then you're winning from the outset. And in fact, you being awkward might just be the most powerful thing that you can do and be, because it's real, because no one is ever pretending to be awkward, unless maybe J-Law. Does J-Law pretend a little bit to be awkward sometimes? I'm not sure. So we are here to normalize being awkward on camera. If you are a creator, do you feel awkward sometimes on camera, or have you stopped feeling awkward because you're just so used to it now? Or is there always a little bit of awkwardness? I know with me that there is always a little bit of awkwardness, and it really, really takes me a while to, warm up a little bit and just be relaxed. But I'm always a little bit awkward too, and particularly when I get started. But yeah, if you're not a little bit awkward talking to a little green dot on your phone or on your camera or your computer, then you might just be an AI who has slipped through the system and is living amongst us like real people, and nobody's noticed, in which case we're all a bit poked, really, aren't we? So yeah, embrace your awkwardness, enjoy it while it lasts, and own the heck out of it. Thank you for watching my video.